Good day, everyone. My name is Ayo Uluwadari, and today I'll be talking about price discrimination. So, price discrimination is often used by producers to sell the same goods to customers at different prices. So, as an example, I'm going to use a two-good world with two individuals. So, price discrimination, for example, we'll take the first good. As a producer, myself, for example, I will sell macaroni to both individuals, but at different prices. So this most likely means that the first individual may be a low valued individual, while the second will be a high valued individual. So in this example, we have two individuals, individual A and B, and two goods, macaroni and lasagna. But for reference cases, we've shortened it to both Mac for lasagna and Mac for macaroni and Las for lasagna. So in this world, the two goods sold at different prices. To the first individual, the first good is sold at 15, while the second good is sold at 20. While to the first individual, the first good is sold at 15. To the second individual, the first good is sold at 20. To the first individual, the second good, which is lasagna, is sold at 25. While to the second individual, the second good is sold at 30. So, like I said before, in this case, the first individual is a low valued individual because he buys the goods at a lower price than the second individual who buys it at a higher price. So, under price discrimination, we're going to look at profit maximization. And profit maximization is just trying to find the maximum profit of selling the both goods to both individuals. So, to find maximum profit, we have to take total revenue minus the total cost. And with all of this laid out, we would find profit maximization towards the end of the video. So, in this two good world, to produce the first good, which is mac or macaroni, the fixed marginal cost to produce the first good is 5, while the fixed marginal cost to produce the second good is 10. That is for lasagna. So for the first individual, his total amount that he spends on both goods is $35, while for the second individual, the total amount that she spends on the both goods is $50. So this brings us to the price discrimination topic that we're going to talk about today. Under profit maximization, we're going to label it as bundling. So bundling just means we'll look at how a producer, which is myself, can combine both goods to sell to the individuals and make maximum profit. So it brings us to this side. So on this side, if we're going to sell macaroni at $15, it will be sold to both individuals because the second individual, who is high valued, can buy it for $15 or for $20. But the first individual can only buy it for $15 and not $20. So that makes us have two right there. But if we sell macaroni for $20, we'll only sell to one individual, who is the second individual, because she is more high valued than the first person. For lasagna, it follows the same pattern because if it's sold for $25, both individuals will buy it for that price. But when it's sold at $30, only one individual, who is the second, will buy it for that price because it is sold at a higher price. So in this case, we look at the marginal revenue of selling this good. The marginal revenue of selling this good is the actual price, so that is 15. Well, the total revenue, because it's being sold to two individuals, it will be 15 times 2, so that will be 30. The marginal cost for selling mac or macaroni, we said there is 5, so we write 5 here. So, and the total cost of selling macaroni, because it's being sold to two individuals, will be 5 times 2, which is 10. So this brings us to the profit. And profit, the symbol is the pi sign. So like we said here, profit is total revenue minus total cost. So total revenue here is 30, total cost here is 10. 30 minus 10 is 20. So if I sell macaroni at $15, the profit that I'll make from it will be 20. If I'm selling macaroni for $20 and I sell to just one individual, my marginal revenue is 20 because I'm selling it for that price. My total revenue, because I'm only selling to one individual, is also 20. My marginal cost, which is fixed for macaroni, is 5. My total cost, because I'm selling to only one individual, is also 5. So my profit in this case is what? Total revenue minus total cost. So that's 20 minus 5, that's 15. So in this case, if I sell macaroni to both individuals, I make more profit than selling it to just one individual. In the case of lasagna, if I sell it at $25, like we said here, I sell to both individuals because the maximum that she will pay for lasagna is 30, but she can also pay for lasagna at the price of 25. So I sell to two individuals. The marginal revenue here is the price, which is 25. The total revenue, because I'm selling to two individuals, is 25 times 2, which is 50. The marginal cost for lasagna right here is $10. It's 10. The total cost for selling lasagna, because I sell to two individuals, is 20. And that brings us to the profits. So profits, like we've written over there, is TR minus TC, which is total revenue minus total cost. And that brings us to 50 minus 20 is 30. So if I sell lasagna to both individuals, the profit I make is $30. So, but if I only sell to one individual at $30, the marginal revenue here is the price, which is 30. Total revenue, because I sell to just one individual, is also 30. The marginal cost, it is fixed, 10. The total cost of just selling to one individual is 10. The profit is revenue minus cost. 30 minus 10 is 20, which also shows that if I sell to two individuals, I make more profit than selling to just one individual. Right. So under price discrimination, like I said at the beginning of the video, if I want to maximize profits under bundling and I'm bringing all goods together, so if I'm going to combine all these goods to find the maximum profits of which I'll make, I will combine these both goods at separate prices. So I combine both goods at $35. I combine both goods at $50. The maximum profit I made here was $30. So if I combine both goods at $30 also, and for a high price of $100. So let us look at it this way also. If I sell both goods for $35, the total here is $35 for the first individual. The total is $50 for the second individual. So if I'm selling for $35, I'll sell to both individuals because she's more high valued than the first individual. So this will be 2. The marginal revenue of selling both goods will be the price. My bad. So that would be $35. The total revenue will be 35 times 2 because I'm selling to both individuals. That would be 70. The marginal cost of selling both goods is the addition of both marginal costs, which is 5 plus 10. That is 15. The total cost, because I sell to two individuals, is 15 times 2, which is 30. And the profit in this case is TR minus TC, so that's 70 minus 30, that's 40. If I sell both goods at a bundled price of 50, I can only sell to the second individual because she has more value of buying products than the first individual. and that's just 1. The marginal revenue is the price, which is 50. The total revenue is just 50 because I sell to one individual. The marginal cost, like we said, is the addition of both goods because they are bundled, which is 15, and it is fixed. The total cost, because I sell to just one individual, is 15. Now the profit is total revenue minus total cost. That's 50 minus 15. That's 35. So if I sell both goods for $30, I also sell to 2 individuals. The marginal revenue I make will be the price, which is 30. The total revenue of selling this good at 30 to 2 individuals is 60. That's 30 times 2. The marginal cost, which is fixed, is also 15. The total cost, so the total cost of selling both goods at $30 is 15 times 2, which is 30. And that brings us to the profit. So the profit is total revenue minus total cost. That's 60 minus 30. That's 30. And if I want to sell the goods at $100 at a very high price, I won't sell to any of the individuals because the maximum they are willing to pay is both 35 and 50. So at this bundle price, I'll sell 0. And if I sell 0 products, I automatically make 0 profit. That means everything here equals 0. So at this bundle price, the highest profit that I'll make is if I sell at a bundle price of 35 to both individuals, and I make a profit of $40. So the maximum profit that I would make would be if I make a bundle of 40. But I could also try another strategy called mixed price strategy. So I could take the highest profit here, which is 40, because if I sell both goods to the second individual, the price that I make is 50 here, but the profit I make is 40. So if I want to get like a higher profit, maximum profit, I'll take both goods at 35, which is equals to $40, and I could take the price of macaroni at $15 because both individuals will buy it, and the profit I make there is 30. So I'll say macaroni, or lasagna. We could either take macaroni or lasagna. Let's take lasagna at $25, and the profit I make there is 30. So the maximum profit I'll make with a mixed price strategy will be 40 plus 30, that's 70. So in this case, on that bundling, I could choose a mixed price strategy of both goods at $35 and an additional of lasagna at $25 to sell to both individuals and make a profit of 70. So under this price discrimination strategy, this is what most producers or most sellers like Amazon, Target, Walmart, and the likes of them use to be able to maximize profit, but to also attract customers, because not everybody is willing to pay the same price for the same goods. Thank you.